Hi, everybody. This is Kelsey. Today is March 12th, Sunday, 2017. I'm with my cousin and friend, Chris Burton. I don't think I gave him enough, I didn't give him enough opportunity to really express about the endeavors that he's currently involved with, has been involved with. He's also an author. Uh, we forgot in the first film, the Deliverance film, which is on our Endeavor website, we didn't even give him an opportunity to give his contact information. If someone wants to buy his book, uh, or either contact him about endeavors that he's involved with that you might want in your city and so forth. So we're just going to give him an opportunity. Okay, Chris, just tell us what you're doing right now, what activities, and make sure you give us your contact information in case somebody wants to call you about your book, or if they would be interested in you starting any type of your endeavors in their city or township or whatever. So you can just take it from here.
Okay, well, my name is Minister Chris Burton. I am the founder and CEO of MB Life Changing Ministries. We founded this organization in 2012, the same year that I wrote my first book, Unlucky Bastard, Life's Transformation Through Revelation. And with MB Life Changing Ministries, we go on to the street corners and we minister to the lost souls across the city of Chicago. We go into Cook County Jail. I'm in three divisions at that jail, Division 11, 9, and 6. All maximum security divisions where I go on to their floors, I go right onto their living quarters, and I minister to them, and I give them the very foundation of the transformation that took place in my life to let them know that if God changed me, they can also be changed. We want to give the young men of Chicago hope for a better life. And we say to them, put down the guns, young men, put down the guns. Choose life. There's a better way of life for you. And I can show you how to tap into that life if you just be willing to put down the guns and choose a better way. So what we do is we do a 10-week workshop over in Cook County Jail, and we cover a large gamut of information. The workshop covers parenthood, fatherhood, as it may be. We cover gangs and drugs in Chicago. We cover addiction, anger management, reentry. We cover all of those components so that we can make them better prepared to leave the incarcerated state and go back to their communities and to their families. A better young man, productive, and being a pillar in the community as opposed to being a detriment to the society. And then we have also, I'm the vice president of Jehovah Jireh hashtag number one, STV, Stop the Violence Movement. We're an outreach organization on the west side in the Austin community, and we do peace rallies. We do clothing drives. We give away clothes. We feed the community. We feed them and we empower them with knowledge. We go right onto the street corners. If you're tired of all the shooting and killing on your block, in your community, give us a call. Call myself or Minister Jody. My number, you can call me right directly to my cell phone, 312 507 9887. Call me. We will come onto your block and we'll do a peace rally. We'll bring our equipment. We will feed the community. We'll engage them. We'll talk to your young guys on the street corners. We will show them ways to come out of the street life. We'll show them ways to get back into corporate America, get jobs, and get back in school and change their lives around from being destructive to being productive. Once again, my book is at Max Record Shop, 5411 West Madison. The title is Unlucky Bastard, Life Transformation Through Revelation.
That's in Chicago, Illinois.
That's in Chicago,
And they can
Illinois.
contact you with that
They
same number you gave
they can
about
contact
that
me at
book.
area code 312
Yeah.
507 9887. Also, my email address, minister, Minister, C as in cat, Burton, Burton, Minister C. Burton at yahoo.com. That's my email address. Contact me. We will come to your city. We will come to your community. It doesn't make no difference where you are. We will come to you. Contact us. We want to raise a level of awareness in the black community, in the brown community. We want to engage with those that's interested in making a better, safer, cleaner America, not just the black community, but in the entire community of the United States.
Chris, would you now, you being a former member, in your book you speak about you being a former member of the Vice Lords, okay? You had a position there, I think you were a minister in the Vice Lords. And now look at you now, look at all the productive work that you've done. And you've actually shared with us your life, how this transformation took place. So I would suggest that this would be great reading for gang members any
Absolutely.
place across the country. Any gang members, I would suggest that they should give, or anybody who is working with gangs, they should contact you and see if we can get this book disseminated to gang members and show them how you did it.
Absolutely. I employ everyone who has a child that's in its adolescent stage, young man or young lady, with what's going on across the country, the violence that's going on. I implore you to read this book and learn of how I went from being a young gang member and gang leader, so entrenched in the street life, so entrenched in the violence in Chicago, to who I am today, an established minister in the community, an established author. I've written a book and I'm working on the second of my second book. And you can do this. Anybody can do this. I can show you how we can get this thing turned around and quell the violence in our communities. Yes, I was once a gang member, Kelsey, but now I'm helping to work with those that are trying to stem the violence, trying to quell the violence, trying to stomp it out. And I work with young gang members all the time.
Well, yes,
Yes,
but Chris, this was your calling. It was in
absolutely.
you were put in a position now where you could share with people how not to how to come out of that situation if they're in that. So this is your calling. You're doing exactly what God intended for you to do.
Absolutely, man. So, you know, one thing, I don't have all the answers, but one thing I can certainly tell the young man coming out of the incarcerated state how to get out and stay out. So you got to be free in your mind, first of all. Then you can stay free. You can stay free. You can get out of these jails and stay out, and you can be productive. I too served a prison sentence. In 1994, I received a 12-year sentence in the state penal system of Wisconsin. I served 4 years and got out on good behavior in 1997, and I have not looked back. I worked one job. My first job was $5.85 an hour. I worked that job till I got a better job. And I worked the next job till I got a better job than that one. And on and on and on. I used everything that came my way as a stair step to becoming productive and being the established pillar of society that I'm in now.
Hmm.
So we want to come to your neighborhoods. We want to continue to say to our communities across America, not just Chicago, stop the violence. Put down the guns, young man. Choose life. Choose life. There's so much of life that was intended for you that you don't even know. So that's what we want to do. We want to raise the level of awareness in our young black men. We think that the street life and the gang life and selling drugs and using drugs is normal, is that's what was intended for us. And that's not true. That's a lie that the devil told. The life that was intended for us is the abundant life. Jesus said that the thief cometh not but to steal, kill, and destroy. And that's what has happened in the black community. Satan has stolen all of our gifts. He's locked up all of our gifts. He's stolen all of our hope of prosperity and health in life. But Jesus said, I come that you might have life and that you might have it more abundantly. I've tapped into that life, Kelsey. And that's all I want to show America. That's all I want to show our young gangbangers. Put down the guns. Walk away from that life and live the abundant life. I tapped into that life and I can show you how to tap into.
Chris, we just want to applaud you, and we need people. I mean, you've been working down in the trenches. You've gathered experiences inside of the penal system that a lot of people will never have. And we just want to make sure that we give you your due and encourage you to keep doing what you're doing. I just want to make sure now that I didn't get a chance when we shot the first film, the age of responsibility now that we're talking about for black children, as I indicated to you before, in Jewish culture, it's 13 years old for boys, it's 12 years old for girls. when the children are informed that they have to shoulder responsibility for their actions. And so right now we're disseminating information. We're dialoguing now. I've passed out information to local black-owned community newspapers across the country. I'll be calling pastors across the country. I'll be talking to, which I'm doing now, just members of the black community, informing them about this conversation, concise, specific, and concrete. My dad never had that with me. We talked around. We talked in perimeters. He would always say, "Boy, you know we're going to have a different. It's going to be a different thing this year." And I knew what he was talking about. But pull me to the side and say in no uncertain terms, in concrete language, you're responsible for your actions now, Kelsey. What you do now affects not only you, but it affects this family. It affects the families of your friends. It affects your school and classmates. It affects the places of worship in your community. So, young man, we have certain expectations from you. So, all that's on the website, the Endeavor website, we-grow.net. The place that we're taping in right now is getting ready to close. We're going to go ahead and sign out. Any closing remarks right now, Minister Burton?
Well, I just want to thank you for this opportunity, Kelsey. Glad to get the word out, man.
Okay, low phone space. It just went out, but that's enough.
Okay.
That's enough.